Hello, this is Pallavi Varma and today's problem statement is array sorted or not? So we are going to pass an array from the main method and then we are going to check if passed array is sorted or not. Okay, so let's start creating a class. Let's say class sort array. Within that class I'm going to have one method. So let's say public void is sorted, and obviously I'm going to have the parameter which is nothing but array, because we need to test whether this array is sorted or not. So what is my plan? So I'm planning to put recursion over here, and for that I'm going to have one more method, and on that method I'm going to put the recursion. So let's say check array. What all I can pass? So one thing for sure, I need to pass array itself. So I have these many elements in this array, so what else I can pass? Either I can pass the size of the array or the index of the array. So let's say I'll pass the index of the array, which is nothing but 0. So I'll start traversing starting from the 0th index, and that is the reason we pass the index is equals to 0 over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create this method first. So obviously it's going to return integer value for us, and this is check array, and here we have two parameters, which is arr and index. So once recursion is done, I'm going to do something. So maybe right now I don't know what I'm going to do, but I will do something because I'm returning integer value. So what can be my base case over? So when we see this array, what else can come in my mind? Either the elements of the array, size of the array, and index. That is it. So index we are already using, array we are already passing. So the other thing is, what if I directly return the value of that element? So this is going to be our base case. I'll say okay, just traverse till the length of the array, which means the last element of the array. I'm going to have arr.length -1 because I need the last element. Okay, now I'm going to compare it with the index. The moment it will become equal, which means we are at the last index. So now I'm going to return the value. So arr and idx. So our base case is done. So now I need to put the recursion. So obviously I'm going to have this method arr and index. Since every time I have to move forward from 0 to 1, 2, 3 and so on, and that is the reason we have taken idx plus 1, but it's going to return integer. So I'm going to hold that value in some variable, let's say n. Now what else I can do, because this is the part where I have simply traversed over that array. Now the main logical part comes. So I will say okay, how we can check if the array is sorted? So if the current value is greater than the previous value, right? So this is we are going to do. I'm going to say that okay, if n is less than array of idx, if that is the case, I'm going to return something. Let's say for now just -1. Better not to return -1, but just to test it I'm going to return -1, because array can have -1 value also, but right now I'm not keeping any -1. So just to check whether our logic is correct or not. So let's say I'm returning -1 right now. Else what else I can return? If condition doesn't work, what should I return? I simply need to return the current value, which is nothing but arr idx. But I said that I am going to do something over here. This is going to return a result. This is going to return something to us, okay? And based on that result, I'm going to conclude whether this particular array is sorted or not. So res, if it is equals to -1, just print out that it is not sorted. So not sorted. Okay. Else of course it is sorted. That is the one part that we have completed. Now we are going to complete its main method. So in the main method, I'm going to have this sort array object. So here it's going to have, oops, I need to keep it, yeah. I'm going to create the object of this class. I'm going to pass the array. So I need to have the array first, and let's say I'm going to copy the same array. And for multiple test cases, I'm going to have one more array so that later we will test it. So it is, let's say, 101 and 103, 108, 200. Let's take one more array. So let's say 1, 5, 18, 2. Okay. Now we are going to access the method, which is nothing but your is sorted. Okay. So we are passing this array for now. So let's run it. It is not sorted. So obviously 1, 5, 18, but it is 2. Let's comment it out and test this one. So of course it's sorted, right? Because 101, 3, 8 and 200. Now let's test with this. It is not sorted because 10, 5, 2, 14, 18 and 7. So obviously it is not sorted. So this is how we can check if the array is sorted or not using recursion.